Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Hilltoppers will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Bulldogs offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Georgia going up tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Going for it all. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the... explosive score, and it's all for naught as that penalty will take the touchdown off the board. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Got room at the 35. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Red pass, it's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Second down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Big fella moving. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. now trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punch him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
On the move from inside his 5. So Western Kentucky's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage. They can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle. And
turning it on. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Hilltoppers want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something late.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Makes the catch. It's Barry. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. And the Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Using the quick game. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics. And also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Georgia comes quickly to the line. Give to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quarterback moving. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure he's in. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Michigan is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned down Tom Brady should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Oklahoma. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you need to know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Snags it quickly on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Quickly out to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Hilltoppers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Working that left side now.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Riley. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The Dogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. Right down the middle. Got his man all by himself. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown up over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the Hilltoppers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Hilltoppers will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll take it on the return. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Dogs! Stealing a score on special teams. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Back to pass, it's Parks. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barry. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Gonna look downfield again. The sweet feet buy a little time. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Georgia. And they turn it into a defensive score.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield, you're trying to find an open guy, you're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Parks. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
The give on the option. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
And the Hilltoppers look to keep this drive humming. Off play action on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Defense in press coverage. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he dropped it. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Sets up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to pass, it's Parks. Lofts one deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Georgia going up tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Hoover. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. A strike downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Coming up for the Bulldogs.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Georgia heads to the line with a first and goal. Looking for room. It's Frazier. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs! If these guys wanted to make a statement, the statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. No, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
The Hilltoppers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
And the Hilltoppers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Parks. Out of the backfield, he's open. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Right on the money. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Hilltoppers headed quickly to the line. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
So now it's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Myers. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple points.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So the offense more than happy with... to the play will decline the penalty. Back to throw, it's Parks. They're working that left side. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Hilltoppers can really attack on this second and short. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And the Hilltoppers will call on their punt team.
Brings up fourth down.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking left. Makes the grab. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Runs the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Hoover. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying, and a great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you should hit, the guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy all the time.
Unloads to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner can find no daylight. He goes down. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys.
And the ball's loose. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. The Hilltoppers will snap it on 1st and 10. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Parks. Got out of trouble and throws. Pulls it in. It's Sims. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Hilltoppers will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Release on the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll run the counter. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front 7, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload. Oh, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Fires to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Hoover. Quickly to the tight end. Turning on the Jets. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
He wants to throw it. Looking to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped.
And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you've got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Complete to the right. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job at containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Wide open spaces at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
14.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. It's a draw. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Dogs will hustle to the line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Makes the catch. It's Humphreys. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Breaks into the open. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Pocket breaking down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Rides to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Thanks to grab. Good pickup on that one. They will stop him short of the line to gain, and now we'll see what they do on 4th down from the 17. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Fires to the tight end. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Finds his man. It's Jones. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That receiver is going to think twice about running that same route again as this game goes on because he just got lit up. I'm not even sure how he held on to that ball.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Hilltoppers will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On his way back from the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to cap.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. Turning it on. Gives him the big stiff arm. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. The offense changing the play. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Line getting set on second down.
Let's go.
Looking to fire. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 10 here. To throw, it's Hoover. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They built a cushion. They built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs some little...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from the right side. A 37-yarder coming up. Dead center perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get. This way, and we're looking pretty good.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
That is one when they watch film next week that that receiver is going to wish he had back. That quarterback had all day to throw the football. That was basically 7-on-7. There was no one near the QB. Receiver's got to make the catch.
And And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Fires left. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Hilltoppers decide to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to solve.
Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it.
Touchdown, Georgia! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll bring it back from inside. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer. And that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
And I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Caught in the backfield, it's McNeil. At the 35, he's open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
He's got the back in the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Hilltoppers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Gonna swing it on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Oh, what a move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Wants to throw again. Got his man quickly. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Now on third down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got it on the move. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, WKU.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. And the Dogs in a good spot here with second and short. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying.
There he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit too for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
With the catch, it's Robinson. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Off the RPO, complete. At the 40, there he goes. And he's knocked down. Georgia going up tempo.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Firing to the right, complete. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. breaks a tackle. He gets it up close to the 25, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. And the Hilltoppers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. With the catch, it's Flowers. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Sweet cut there. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
2nd down coming up.
Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Finds the big tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They just keep firing. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry up. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Finds his tight end. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Fires to the big fella. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He slings it deep to the left. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Dances away to buy time. Throwing on the run. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to fire on 2nd down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it.